Welcome back. The excitement continues to build in North Dakota high school football as we've reached semifinal week already. So to get previews of those matchups with a little Halloween twist, here's Midco SN's Jody Norstedt.
The scariest team in Class 3A wears green, but the question is which side of the ball is more terrifying to face, the West Fargo offense or the West Fargo defense? Both rank #1 in the state in scoring. But if there's something that could potentially spook the top-ranked Packers, it would be playing a team from Bismarck in the semifinal round.
Bismarck Century or Bismarck High had finished our year about 10 years in a row out of Bismarck, so I'm really kind of sick of going out there. But Century finished our season the last 2 years here, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's a semifinal game. We need to be ready. Bismarck High scoring points like crazy. They're an excellent football team. Their quarterback, I think, is just tremendous, but we got a pretty good one too.
Fittingly, the Packers will have to exercise their demons against the demons. And for Bismarck, it's all about treating their rushers to plenty of carries after rushing for over 200 yards a week ago.
In BHS, the running game is very strong. We want to be able to run the rock all the time whenever we want to, so it's a huge part of BHS.
The defending champion Century Patriots are back in the Final Four thanks to a magical game-winning field goal, but now they play the team that creates magic. The Minot Magicians pulled a rabbit out of a hat, becoming the only road team to win in 3A in the first round, and now they get a rematch with the Patriots.
We are excited to play that team. They put a hurt on us early in the year, and we feel like we're a better team than what showed up that day. So we're excited to get a second chance.
In 2A, Shanley has dressed up like Superman for Halloween. The Deacons have used some sort of superpowers to overcome injuries to their starting quarterback and star linebacker this season and still enter the playoffs with a perfect record.
Yeah, we've talked about that since the beginning of the season. You know, we go week by week, game by game, but it's always been in our back of our minds, and we want to get to the Dakota Bowl and hopefully get a win. We've been talking about it all year.
For the Wolves of Watford City, they seem to be dead and buried back in Week 3 when the Deacons beat them 25-0. But they've come back to life with 7 straight wins and feel confident heading into Saturday.
So Shanley is a pass-first team, and we knew that at the beginning of the season. So I think our D-line's going to have to step up, and our linebackers going to have to step up. We got to get that great pass rush, and our corners really got to step up and help out our secondary.
The other semifinal between the 2nd-seeded Saints and 3rd-seeded Firebirds has Halloween written all over it. Some scary players to watch will be St. Mary's All-State quarterback Cole Gendrew and Devils Lake running back Joey Hornstein, who's coming off a season-high 220 rushing yards against Wahpeton. To Class A, where the Trinity Titans have apparently been playing ghosts the last 8 weeks. Opposing teams have scored a combined 8 points against them. But a trip to #1 Hillsboro Central Valley awaits, and Burroughs running back Grant Skager might as well be dressed up as a ghost too, because I don't know if anyone has been able to see him. He rushed for 244 yards and 4 touchdowns last week. Playing against Velva's defense has been like walking into a haunted house. Everyone has been leaving a little frightened by the Aggies, but Langdon Edmore Munich's Jacob Delvo has been tossing out touchdown passes like candy all season, and the Cardinals are ready for redemption after falling in the semis a year ago.
Well, we were in the same spot last year, and these seniors, they've been to the grind for a long time, and they really want that, and obviously next week's another big test for us.
The 9-man semifinal showdown between Cavalier and Wyndmere-Lidgerwood could be described as frightening for both teams. The top-ranked Tornadoes survived a scare last week against Napoleon, while Wyndmere-Lidgerwood's postseason run could be compared to a haunted corn maze. Nobody on the roster has made it this far into the postseason, but there's no turning back now.
You got to take away what they do best. Try to do that. Just have an extreme week of focus. This is the biggest prep for these guys that they've ever had. Last year they got knocked out in the second round, and now they're up to the Final Four. So.
And last but not least is a rematch of one of the most exciting games of the regular season. Will New Salem Glen Ullin be able to trick Shiloh Christian for a second time and treat themselves to a second straight Dakota Bowl? Or will the Skyhawks find the magic potion to clinch their first state championship game berth in 3 years?
All right, good stuff. Tomorrow, Jody and his panel of experts will break down the semifinal matchups and give you their predictions of who will make the Dakota Bowl. When we come back, we stay on the high school football field, but this time in South Dakota. Jason Andera gets us up to speed on what we can expect in semifinal action of the playoffs this week. Stay right here.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.